Namaste. School of Performing and Visual Arts, Indira Gandhi National Open University brings to you a series of 8 episodes in learning Mohiniyattam. Mohiniyattam, as you know, is an exquisite and beautiful dance form from the southern part of India, Kerala, better known as God's own country. Now, in this series, we bring to you lessons, practical lessons which are part of Certificate in Performing Arts, Mohiniyattam, program code CPAMT. These lessons will include and progress from Mei Vazhakam, Chuvada Sadhakam, and Adavus of Taganam, Jaganam, Sammishram, and also include Cholkatta and Swati Tirunal Padam. Basic lessons in Hasta Mudras and some of the differences between Sopana Sangeetam and classical vocal music will also be demonstrated here. We have with us here in the studio renowned guru and performing artist of Mohiniyattam, Guru Srimati Bharti Shivaji, who will take you through learning the intricacies of learning Mohiniyattam. Welcome again and enjoy learning Mohiniyattam.
Namaskar. Welcome to a journey on discovering the beauty of Mohiniyattam. Mohiniyattam literally means the dance of the enchantress. Amongst the various Indian classical dance forms that we have, Mohiniyattam can be termed as one of the most feminine, graceful, and languorous dance forms. The first reference of Mohiniyattam finds in a treatise called Balarama Bharatam, in which just the term Mohini Nadana is mentioned, after which we get to see the continuance of this tradition from Maharaja Swati Tirunal period, when he, the king of Travancore, he was a great patron of arts, and he not only patronized this dance form, but also he contributed to its enrichment and its popularity in his court. And he also composed several compositions suitable to the mood of Mohiniyattam. After Swati Tirunal, we find the revival of Mohiniyattam when in Kerala Kalamandalam, Mahakavi Vallatol, who founded this institution, revived Mohiniyattam along with Kathakali. Some of the well-known gurus of this dance tradition have been Chinnamu Amma, Madhavi Amma, Kalyanikutti Amma, and Professor Satyabhama, teacher from Kalamandalam. Mohiniyattam, as I mentioned, is a very graceful style of dance which emphasizes on the body movements, the sway of the torso, the dips, the swing of the body is very characteristic to this dance form. The technique in Mohiniyattam stresses on these few aspects. Mohiniyattam can be divided into 4 aspects for us to understand the various salient features of Mohiniyattam. The first is the technique, the methodology, which is very distinct in Mohiniyattam. Mohiniyattam is very distinct in terms of its technique, its musical tradition, the costumes, the hairdo, and then the mudras, and even the presentation, the repertoire. So everything is very, very distinct about Mohiniyattam. The technique will be demonstrated by my students Vijay Lakshmi, Manjula and Olga, and then we will go on to how a certain movement is taught to a student who comes to learn Mohiniyattam. There are several basic exercises and then footwork exercises and then the basic movements known as adavus, which have been divided into several categories. To enable us to understand how these movements are practiced in Mohiniyattam, I will now demonstrate how these movements are learnt, and my disciples Vijay Lakshmi, Manjula and Priya will demonstrate. The basic sitting position in Mohiniyattam, known as Ardha Mandalam, is with a few inches of gap between the 2 feet. The toes and the knees are turned out and the body